Hey guys, hi, welcome back. So in this video, we will see the trick that how we can remember the energy levels. Then we will see the splitting. So first of all, let's see how we can write it. Okay, first we will see the sequence. So we write as sub पहुंच पाए. This is sub पहुंच पाए देर. Just see, okay. It is not that tough. Just see. सब पहुंच पाए देर से डॉक्टर फिर पहुंचे. डॉक्टर फिर पहुंचे. फिर पापा घर गए. दादा दादी साथ हम है. ऑलराइट, सब पहुंच पाए देर से डॉक्टर फिर पहुंचे फिर पापा घर गए दादा दादी साथ हम है. सो इफ यू राइट द फर्स्ट लेटर ऑफ ऑल ऑफ दिस एस पी पी डी एस डी एफ पी एफ पी जी जी डी डी एस एच एच. ऑलराइट, this is how you can get. Okay, so now we will see how we can fill. If you see S, P, D, F, G, H, you will see the value of L is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. All right, and J it is equals to L plus S. Spin is half, so for S it will be what? J will be half. It will be 1 by 2 and 3 by 2. If you calculate for D, it will be 3 by 2 and 5 by 2. Here it will be 5 by 2 and 7 by 2. Just go and adding 1, okay? Here it will be 7 by 2 and 9 by 2, and here you will have 9 by 2 and 11 by 2. Now when you will write here, you see S is coming for the first time, so it is 1. So the value of J is what? Half. Alright. Next you see P is coming for the first time. The value of J is 1 by 2 and 3 by 2. So the greater one will be written first. Again you see 1 by 2. This will be 1. So again you see this is coming for the first time. The value of J will be 5 by 2, the greater one. S is coming again, so it is 2. Value of J is half. D is coming again here, so it's 1. 5 by 2 was written. This time it will be 3 by 2. F is coming for the first time, so it's 1. Here it will be how much? Greater one, 7 by 2. P you see 3 by 2 and 1 by 2. Once it's done. So again it is coming, so it is 2. This time it will be 3 by 2. F 7 by 2 is written. We will write here 5 by 2. This is 1. P was written what? 3 by 2 was written, so 1 by 2. So this is 2. Again you go for G. G is coming for the first time, so it will be how much? It will be obviously 9 by 2 first, then 7 by 2. This is 1. In this way you can go on doing. D you have written 3 by 2 here, so it will be this time it will be 2. So here it will be how much? Obviously D is having 5 by 2, then you will write 3 by 2. This is 2. Again you will write this for 3s 1 by 2. H is coming for the first time, so 1. The greater one you will write 11 by 2. So again 1, you will write here 9 by 2. So this is how you can write. Okay, so you see how many you can fill. So you see here we can fill 2J plus 1, yes or no? So here the value of J is half, so here you can fill how much? 2. Just 3 plus 1, because 2 will get cancelled now. So here you can fill how much? 4. Here you can fill how much? 2. Here you can fill how much? 6. Here 2. Here again 4. Here again 8. Alright, here again 4. So this way you can continue just using 2J plus 1. Here you can write the value of J and the sequence I have said. So this is how you can remember. So I'm repeating once again. This is सब पहुंच पाए देर से डॉक्टर फिर पहुंचे फिर पापा घर गए दादा दादी साथ हम है. Alright, so this is how you can remember. Now one more trick I will say you. This trick personally I used to follow, okay, because I find it more easy. So I'm sharing with you what I used to write here. I used to write pani puri, then I used to write fully puri, golgappe. Then I used to leave some space. Again I used to write fully puri. Here again fully puri. FP, then again FP. This is fully puri in this sequence. All right. Then after that I used to write sweet dreams. All right. Till here it is clear. After GG, I used to continuously write HH. All right. Between GG and HS, I used to remember one S is there, and here at the end one I will be there. Clear? So you can do it as what? This is Pani Puri. This is Fully Puri. This is also Fully Puri. This is Golgappe. Directly you can just remember Pani Puri, Fully Puri, Golgappe. Again you can write here Fully Puri. In this frequency you will write, and it will be sweet dreams. And after GG, one S will be there, HH will be there. This PP is as it is one here. So now let's see how we can draw the energy levels. Okay, we'll see the splitting. So for this, I'm writing here, this is the value of N. N is the principal, N is the principal quantum number. So if I consider for N equals to 0, okay, so here you will be writing the orbital quantum number. So the orbital quantum number will be L equals to 0 for N equals to 0. And the value of J is equals to L plus S. So the value of J will be what? Half. Alright. So how many you can fill here? Filling will be 2J plus 1. For J equals to half, you can fill here 2. Alright. So this is for N is equals to 0. Now if you see for N is equals to what? 1. So for N equals to 1, L will be equals to 1. Okay. So if L is equals to 1, so the value of J will be what? J will be equals to 1 by 2 and 3 by 2. Right. So what we will do, we will split it into 2 states, right? And 3 by 2 will come what? Below. 1 by 2 will go above. The greater one is at below. The smaller one is at above. So if you see here 2J plus 1 is filled. So for this, how many you will fill? 2J plus 1, that means 4. Here you will fill how many? 2. So now you see till here how many are filled? Up to here you have filled 2 plus 4, 6. Till here we have filled 8. Alright. Now let's see for N is equals to 2. Alright. So for N equals to 2, if you see, L will be equals to what? L will be equals to 0 and 2. You have to remember for even you need to take the even terms. For odd you will take the odd values of this one. Now you see the value of J will be what? In this case, for L equals to 0, the value of J will be what? Half. And for L is equals to 2, the value of J will be what? Will be 3 by 2 and what? There will be two values now. It will be 3 by 2 and 5 by 2. 3 by 2 and 5 by 2. So when you will do the splitting, for the first for L equals to 0, if I write, it will, if I do it is half. Okay. Now for L is equals to 2. So I will just do the splitting this way. So here I will write the greater one, 5 by 2. Here I will write the smaller one, that is 3 by 2. So how many will be filled here? Here it will be filled 2. Here it will be filled 4. Here it will be filled how many? 6. So you see here, it total how many are filled here? Till in this 12. And up to here, 12 plus 8, 20. Alright. Next you will see for N is equals to 3. Okay. Suppose this is the value of N. This is the orbital quantum number. Alright. So here we are doing the J and here the filling. So if I'm taking N is equals to what? 3. So L will be equals to what? L will be equals to 1 and 3. Right. So for L is equals to 1, the value will be how much? For L equals to 1, the value of J will be 1 by 2 and 3 by 2. Right. And for L equals to 3, the value will be how much? The value will be 5 by 2 and 7 by 2. Now we will do the splitting. First we will do for L is equals to what? L is equals to 1. So this way we will do. So the greater one is what? 3 by 2. And the smaller one is 1 by 2. Next again you see we will do for L is equals to 1. So the splitting will be somewhat of this type. The greater one is 7 by 2, it will be below, and 5 by 2 will be here. All right. So here how many you can fill? It is just 2j plus 1. So here 8, here 4, here 6, here 2. So as a whole, here how many will be filled? 20. Right. So if you see in the previous slide, here how many were filled? Up to here there were 20. So up to here it will be how much? Total will be 40. Did you understand? This way for you can do for n is equals to 4. Okay, you will take at 0, 2 and 4. Again you can do for 5. You can take L value as 1, 3 and 5. And then you can write for n is equals to what? Again you can do for n is equals to 6. So you will take as what? 0, 2, 4, 6. Alright. So this is how you will do. In this way you can draw. Okay. So from this, when you will do this, you can see that the protons and the neutrons, they are filled what? Separately. Okay. From this we can conclude that in shell model, the number of protons and neutrons are filled separately. All right. So you see principal quantum number. I'm drawing a chart here. Okay. Principal quantum number n. And here you will write total number of proton or neutron filled. How many proton or neutron will be filled? So for n equals to 0, this is the principal quantum number n. I'm writing here on the n. For 0, how many will be filled? 2. For n equals to 1, there will be how many? 8. For n equals to 2, how many will be there? 20. For n equals to 3, how many will be there? 40. All right. So this is how, these are the total numbers, okay, of proton and the neutron. So till here it is clear. This is the very simple way how you can draw. It becomes very easy. So you can remember the energy levels also for doing the problems. And if you want to do the splitting, you can draw in this way. So now let's see the applications of the shell model. Applications of the shell model. So the first application of the shell model was spin parity prediction. Okay, spin parity prediction. All right. So for first we will see for the even nuclei. For even nuclei. So when you will see that the number of proton and the number of neutron both are even. That is for even nuclei. Both proton and number, they are paired off. Okay. And the resultant to this will be what? The spin will be 0. If proton numbers and the total number of neutrons both are even, then total angular momentum will become 0. And the parity will be what? Even. That means it is positive. So I'm writing here 4. This is R. Okay. 4 even nuclear proton and neutron are paired off and resultant to this rule is spin is 0. All right. That means J will be equals to 0. And J to the power P, it is equals to 0 plus. Why? Because the parity P, it is given by minus 1 to the power L. All right. So minus 1 to the power L. L is equals to what? 0. So it will be what? Minus 1 to the power 0. It means positive. All right. So this is the reason that what will happen? The spin is what? 0. And the parity, it is positive. That is plus. All right. Now we will see example related to this. Okay, so let's see the example. If I consider, for example, you can say carbon 12 6, you can say oxygen 16 8, etc. Okay, if you see here, for carbon the number of protons is 6 and the number of neutrons is 12 minus 6, that is 6. For this case, what you will write the parity directly, you can write this way: 0 positive, the spin is 0, and the parity is what? Plus, that is even parity. And for carbon also you can see, oxygen also you can see similarly, protons are 8, neutron is also 8, 16 minus 8. So you can directly write this to be the spin and the parity. All right. Now we will see for even, odd, or odd even nuclei. Even, odd, or odd even nuclei. That means either the proton number is even or the neutron number is even, and either the proton number is odd or the neutron number is odd. In that case, what will happen? The last unpaired nucleon, it will decide the nuclear spin. The last unpaired nucleon will decide the nuclear spin. All right. We can consider an example here. For lithium, I'm considering 7 and 3. So you see here the proton number is 3. The neutron number is what? 7 minus 3, that is equals to what? 4. That means for neutron number, for the even, you will neglect. Okay, the parity will be not given by this but by the proton number. Now already we have seen how we can write. It was P, S and P. All right. So this is 1S, this is 1P. Here it was, the value of J was half. Here it was 3 by 2. All right. So here how many total you can fill? 2. Here you can fill total how much? 4 you can fill. You need to fill only here what? 1, because proton number is 1. 2 are gone here. 1 will be filled here. All right. Now you see for the unpaired one, the value of J is what? 3 by 2. All right. And you can see for P, okay, the value of L is equals to what? The value of L is equals to 1. So parity is equals to minus 1 to the power L. That means minus 1 to the power 1. So sorry, this is minus 1 to the power 1. So it will be how much? Minus 1. Yes or no? So you can write Jp, the spin parity, it is equals to 3 by 2 negative. All right. Next, one more example we can consider here. The second example I'm taking. Second one. For the second one, suppose I'm taking carbon 13 and here I'm taking it to be 6. So here you see the proton number is how much? 6. The number of neutron, it is 13 minus 6. The mass number subtracting with the atomic number. So you will have what? 7. Here you see the proton number is even. So it will be neglected. The parity will be given by the number of neutron. So you see here, for this case, how we will write 1s 1 by 2. Okay, 1p 3 by 2 and 1p 1 by 2. Here you can fill 2. Here you can fill 4 maximum. Here you will fill how much? 1, because 7 are there. 2, 4, 6 and then 7. So you can see for the last one, for the unpaired one, the value of J is what? 1 by 2. All right. And here you will see it is P. So for P, the value of L is equals to what? 1. So the parity you can write as what? Minus 1 to the power L. So it is how much? Minus 1. Minus 1 to the power 1. All right. It is minus 1 to the power L. That means minus 1 to the power 1. So it is minus 1. So you can write the spin parity is 1 by 2 negative. All right. Is it clear? So this is how you can predict the spin parity. Now we will see for odd. The last case is for the odd nuclei. That means when both the number of protons and the number of neutrons are odd. All right. So for this, both the unpaired proton and neutron, they will play the role in deciding the nuclear spin. So in this case, what will happen? Both the proton and neutron unpaired will give the nuclear spin. Okay, they will give the nuclear spin. Both of them will be responsible. Now you see, for this there is a rule of Northium. Okay, this is the Northium rule, which using which we will find the nuclear spin for the ordered nuclei. So for this you will do what? Jp plus Jn plus Lp plus Ln. Alright. Now you see, you can do this way. Jp plus Jn, Lp plus Ln. Now you will see for odd one, okay. If you get odd value of J, then you can write it is as Jp plus Jn. Alright. And if you get it even, this term, if you get even, then you will write J is equals to what? Jp minus Jn, modulus of Jp minus Jn. Alright, if you get this value to be odd, then J will be equals to Jp plus Jn. If you get this value to be even, then J will be equals to what? Modulus of Jp minus Jn. This is the Northium rule. Now we will see an example that will make you explain much better. Suppose we are considering boron 10 5. Here you see number of neutron is also 5, number of proton is equals to 5. Both are 5. So here you will write what? 1s 1 by 2, and here it will be 1p 3 by 2. So as a whole, here 2 can be filled, here 3. The same thing will be here, 1s 1 by 2, 2 will be filled, 1p 3 by 2, here 3 will be filled. Now you see for the unpaired one, here the value of J is what? 3 by 2, and here the value of J is what? It is same, 3 by 2, and Ln, okay, the value of L for neutron is how much here? 1, and that for proton is how much? 1. Now if you do Jp plus Jn plus Lp plus Ln, when we will do, what you will get? This is 3 by 2 plus 3 by 2, 3 by 2 plus 3 by 2, plus 1 plus 1. When you will do this one, you will see this will be giving us 2 and 6 plus 2. So 2 3s are. So you are getting it to be what? 5. That means it is odd. The value of J is odd. If it is odd, then J will be equals to what? Jp plus Jn. That means J will be equals to 3 by 2 plus 3 by 2. That means it will be only 3. Alright. And the parity will be what? Parity, it is written by minus 1 to the power L. Yes or no? Let's see in the next page. We know parity, it is equals to what? Minus 1 to the power L. Alright. So it will be minus 1 to the power L is what? 1 plus 1. This is for neutron, this is for proton. So minus 1 to the power 2. So it will be how much? It is ultimately only positive 1. Alright. So you will see the spin parity will be what? 3 positive. Is it clear for you? So this is how you can find. Clear? So this is a very easy way to do the sums. Now we will see the magnetic moment. Now let's see the magnetic moment. So the nuclear magnetic moment, it is the magnetic moment of an atomic nucleus that is arising from the spin of the protons and neutrons. For the spin of the proton and neutron, we get the nuclear magnetic moment. So I will write here, for the spin of proton and neutron, the magnetic moment of nucleus arises. Alright, it is due to the spin of the proton and neutron, the magnetic moment of the nucleus arises. Now for a nucleus for which the number of proton and neutron are both even in its ground state, that is at the lowest energy state, for that the nuclear spin and the magnetic moment, both are always zero. You need to remember, okay, this is a very important note, that for a nuclear, for a nuclear which has the number of protons, the number of protons as well as the number of neutrons, even the number of protons and the number of neutrons both are even in its ground state. In its ground state has zero nuclear spin as well as nuclear magnetic moment, and this is happening always. All right, so whenever there will be what, zero, whenever there will be even numbers of protons and neutrons, in that case what will happen, the nuclear spin, it will be zero, and also the magnetic moment, it will be always zero. All right, now you see, if in case there are odd nuclei, there is odd nuclei, in that case how we will find the magnetic moment? Let's see that. That case what will happen, the magnetic moment is non-zero. All right, so for that you can calculate the magnetic moment. I'm writing here, for non-zero magnetic moment. All right, for that case what you will write, the magnetic moment, the magnetic moment, it is given by the formula mu, it is equals to Gj J mu n. This is the formula, and you have to remember this formula. This is for odd one, okay? For the odd, that is for the non-zero magnetic moment which is having either or both of them odd. So here you see Gj, this Gj, it is the nuclear land G factor. It is the nuclear land G factor. J, it is the spin of the nucleus. It is the spin of the nucleus. And mu n, it is the nuclear Bohr magneton. Okay, nuclear Bohr magneton. Bohr magneton. So the value of mu n, you can write it as E h cut by 2 mp. This is the mass of proton. All right. Now you see, what will be the value of this Gj? Okay, so you can write Gj, it is equals to Gl plus minus Gs minus Gl divided by 2L plus 1. Gj will be equals to Gl plus minus Gs minus Gl divided by 2L plus 1. Now you see, when will be the value of Gj plus and when it will be negative. So the sign will be what? Positive when J is equals to L plus S. All right, and the sign will be negative when J is equals to L minus S. This is the most important thing you have to remember. And the last important thing is that what will be the value of GL? Okay, this is for odd proton. If the proton is odd, then GL is what? 1, and GL is 5.586. And if neutron is odd, for neutron odd, you can write GL, it is equals to 0, and GS, it is equals to minus 3.826. This is what you need to remember. All right, I'm repeating once again, the nuclear magnetic moment will be non-zero if either of the proton or neutron number or both of them are odd, and the magnetic moment, it is given by mu is equals to Gj, J into with mu n. Here Gj, it is the nuclear land G factor, J is the nuclear spin, mu n, it is the nuclear Bohr magneton. Mu n can be written as E h cut by 2 mp. Now Gj, the nuclear length factor, it can be written as Gl plus minus Gs minus Gl by 2L plus 1. So here we will see the positive sign is for J is equals to L plus S, the negative sign is for J is equals to L minus S. And for odd proton, the value of Gl is 1, and for odd neutron, the value of Gl is 0. For odd proton, the value of Gs is 5.586, and for odd neutron, the value of Gs is minus 3.826. So these are the things that you need to remember. All right. Now let's see the example. Here it is said we need to find out the nuclear magnetic moment of aluminium 2713 using the shell model. So first we will check the number of protons and neutrons. So this is aluminium 2713. Here the number of proton is 13. The number of neutron, it is how much? 14. So it is even. So this will be what? Neglected, we will see for only protons. So we will write the energy levels. 1s 1 by 2, 1p 3 by 2, 1p 1 by 2. Till here if you see, here you can fill 2, here you can fill 4, here you can fill how many? 2. So total you have filled 8. Now more 5 needs to be filled. So 1d it will be 5 by 2. If you remember, you can do it. If you don't remember, then you can just make according to the trick I have said. So here you can say 6 can be filled maximum. We will fill here 5 because 5 is required. So you can check once again. 4 plus 2 is 6. 6 plus 2 is 8. 8 plus 5 is what? 13. So for the last one, for the unpaired one, the value of J is what? 5 by 2. And L it is equals to what? 2, because it is D shell. Now you see J is equals to L plus S, or it is L minus S. We need to check. All right. So you see here L is what? 2. All right. And S is what? Half. So if you see here it is 5 by 2. So it will be what? J is what? L plus S. So the formula was for magnetic moment, it was mu is equals to what? Mu N J into with Gj. All right. And Gj it was equals to what? Gj was equals to Gl plus minus Gs minus Gl divided by 2L plus 1. Yes or no? Now you see, we have said positive sign will be for J is equals to L plus S. So here only positive sign we will keep. We will remove the negative sign. All right. Now we will write it once again. Gj, it is equals to Gl plus sign Gs minus Gl by 2L plus 1. Now we will see the values for odd proton. All right, for odd proton, we will see the values of Gs and Gl. So Gl, it was how much? 1. Gs is 5.586. All right. Now you see Gj. Gl is how much? 1 plus. Gs was how much? 5.586 minus Gl is how much? 1 divided by 2. L value was 2 plus 1. So you will get Gj, it is equals to how much? 1 plus 4.586 divided by 2 to the 4, it is 5. So you will get here how much? It will be 9.586 divided by what? 5. All right. Now on dividing, what you will get? So when you will divide and you will calculate, you will get what? 1.9172. This is the value of Gj. Mu is equals to what? J into with Gj into with mu n. All right. So when you will calculate this as a whole, what you will get? So when you will calculate this, what you will get? J into with Gj and this one. So you will write 1.9172. All right. This is the value of what? This is the value of Gj. J was how much here? 5 by 2. And here you will have what? Mu n. All right. So on calculating this entire term, you will get the value to be, it will be 4.793 mu n. You can use calculator and see. All right. So this is all about the magnetic moment. Once again, let's see how we have calculated. First, we have seen the proton number, then the neutron number. We have seen which is odd. For that, we have written the energy levels. We have filled and and then we have observed the value of J for the unpaired one. We have taken the value of L equals to 2. Sorry, the value of L. What is the value of L? Then we have seen J is equals to L plus S or L minus S. On the basis of that, we have found the nuclear Lagrange factor. Then the value of that we have substituted in the formula, and we got our answer. All right, now we will see the last application, that is the electric quadrupole moment. Let's see electric quadrupole moment. Electric quadrupole moment. I have already discussed about this in the basic classes, so I will just give you a brief. If the charge distribution is a spherical, then electric quadrupole moment is equals to 0. If it's a oblate, then it is less than 0. If it's a prolate, then it is greater than 0. This is a prolate. All right. This is spherical. This is oblate. All right. So if the charge distribution is spherical, then the electric quadrupole moment is equals to 0. For oblate, it is less than 0. For prolate, it is greater than 0. Now you see, for the even nuclear, the electric electric quadrupole moment is 0. You have to remember that for even nuclear, quadrupole moment is what? It is 0. Nuclei whose angular momentum or spin is I. All right. For that, the electric quadrupole moment will be given by what? So I will write here that the nucleus or the nuclei whose angular momentum is J. The quadrupole moment is given by what? We will see the formula. All right. The nuclei whose angular momentum is J, its quadrupole moment it is given by Q. It is equals to 2J minus 1 divided by 2J plus 1, and this is R square. All right. And R square, you can write it as 3 by 2 R square. This R, it is equals to the nuclear radius R naught e to the power 1 by 3. All right. And lastly, one more thing I would like to say for the isospin. Okay, this is also a note that you need to remember for isospin of nucleus. This I'm just adding here, that we know the isospin of nucleus I, it is equals to half Z minus with N. All right, this is the number of proton, this is the number of neutron, and the condition to possess quadrupole moment is what? Condition to possess quadrupole moment is that I must be greater than half. So let's see an example. All right. So here the electric quadrupole moment for an odd proton nucleus is given by this. You have to calculate the quadrupole moment in barn. For the nuclear, this one. In barn we need to calculate, okay? Using the shell model. So you see here, for aluminium 2713, the number of neutron is 14, the number of proton is 13. So we will write the energy levels for this. It is 1s 1 by 2. Here you will write 2 will be filled. 1p, how much? 3 by 2. Here 4 will be filled. 1p 1 by 2, again 2 will be filled. 1d 5 by 2. Here 6 can be filled, but we need 5 because it is 2, 6 and 8 and then 13. So here you see J, it is equals to what? 5 by 2. All right. This is given to you, the formula. So you see J is equals to 5 by 2 given. The formula is given 2J minus 1 by 2J plus 2 R square. Right. We know r square it is equals to 3 by 5 r naught a to the power 1 by 3, because this it is 3 by 5 r naught a to the power 1 by 3, and r it is the nuclear radius. Yes or no? You see here, this r square it is written as 3 by 4 of r square. Okay, the radius, nuclear radius. So I've written 3 by 4 r naught a to the power 1 by 3. So if you see, this is the quadrupole moment. Now you see, this is 2j, 2 into with 5 by 2 minus 1 divided by 2 into with 5 by 2 plus 2. Here you will have what? 3 by 5. Alright. R naught value is how much? The value of R naught will be 1.5. Sorry, it is 1.2 into it 10 to the power minus 15. Alright. R square. So this will be completely square. Yes or no? So it will be square a to the power 2 by 3. Yes or no? It is 1 by 3 whole square. So you see here, this 2 is cancelling this 2, this 2 is cancelling this 2. So here if you see 5 minus 1, it is what? 5 minus 1 will give you 4 divided by 5 plus 2 is 7 into with 3 by 5. It is your 1.2. It is your 1.2 whole square into 10 to the power minus 30. The value of a was how much? A was 27. 27 matlab 3 cube into it 2 by 3. So it is cancelling. So finally what you will write here, this 10 to the power minus 30. It is as it is. And this value it is in meter. Alright. Now when you will calculate this 4 by 5 and this one, 3 by 5 and this 3 and this 1.2, you will get here you will get 4.44 into with 10 to the power minus 30. This one which you will get. Alright. Now when you will convert it into barn, you will get it to be 0.44 into 10 to the power minus 28 barn. Okay. How you will get? See. Alright. How you will get this? 1 barn. It is equals to 10 to the power minus 28 meter. Your answer was for quadrupole movement 4.44 into with what? It was into with 10 to the power minus 30 meter. Alright. Now you see, you can write it as 4.44 into 10 to the power minus 2 into it 10 to the power minus 28 meter. This will become barn, and this one you can bring it in the denominator. 10 square into with what? This is barn. So just write it as barn. Alright. When you will do this, you will get as 0.044. Decimal will come ahead. This much barn. Alright. So this is the quadrupole movement of aluminium 2713 in barn. So that's all in this video. Thank you so much. Have a good day.